competing at a high level, how are you? That's always kind of that's a balancing act for a lot of people, where you're coaching and you're trying to give yourself away to other people. And then at the same time, typically when you're getting ready for a competition, you got to be somewhat selfish and really focus on yourself to make sure you're getting what you need. How do you balance those two things? And is there any sort of strategies that you sort of implement to make sure you're getting your training in for your upcoming competitions?
Yeah, like, to be completely honest, like, lifestyle and training as an athlete is not perfect anymore. But when I say perfect, like, I'm comparing that to when I was actually a full-time athlete and that was it.
Yeah.
Obviously my training back then was absolutely perfect, and like you just said yourself, I was super selfish back then. I would literally just train, eat, train again, go to bed, get up, and then spar in the evening. That would be like that Monday to Saturday. Whereas now I have a lot more going on. But I have carried things through me from when I was a full-time athlete, which I still live by. So, like, basically I'll plan my own schedule every week, and within that schedule I've got sparring sessions or like rolling sessions, which I'll roll in. I have technical sessions, I've got my strength conditioning sessions, and they're like non-negotiable. So I basically set myself around 12 to 14 hours of training per week, which I'll definitely complete. And then outside of that, I am solely a coach and a dad, because I've got a son now as well. So it's very hard it's definitely very hard to put it all together. Like, I don't really have a coach now anymore either. Like, I have a good friend of mine who was actually in the UFC called Danny Mitchell. He coaches down at my gym a night a week. So he helps me out a little bit, but I don't really have a coach anymore. I'm kind of like learning areas that I need to keep working on through sparring. I travel twice a week to make sure I get exposure to like different bodies, and we've got a couple of good gyms about an hour away from where I'm living. I've got some good black belts there, so I get down with them, and lucky for me, a lot of them are like predominantly leg lockers. So I'm kind of like finding out little holes in my game on a weekly basis, coming back to my gym, which I see as my base, working on these little holes, keeping myself ticking over my strength conditioning. I just make sure I've got my sessions in, and them sessions are all built around the sessions that I do in the gym. So when I'm actually coaching, it's not like I'm trying to split coaching and being an athlete in two. When I'm there and there's a session on the schedule for the people coming in, just solely a coach, and everything's like super focused on making sure that they get what they want.